Okay, reacting to Digimon censorship. Season 2. Fox.
We are just lucky, I guess. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 most censored Digimon moments.
Fusion, Vortex.
What have you done to my wicked beautifulness? What on earth is that?
Season 1.
For this list, we'll be looking at the scenes across the Digimon franchise that were cropped and edited for Western audiences. Were these for the best, or was it nothing short of digital discrimination? Let us know in the comments. And as always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo. So head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which Digimon list you want to see next.
I don't know what she said, but it's pretty clear what she's doing.
Number 10, Sake and Milkshakes. Digimon Tamers.
Oh,
It's 100% pure digital waste. Get it dirty and the shakes are worthless.
Apparently, they really do bring all the boys to the yard. Though in this instance, it's because a bunch of Gekomon are being forced to whip them up to quench the thirst of the sinister Orochimon.
To keep the peace, we devoted all our energies to making milkshakes for that hideous creature.
Before you start questioning why a giant set of snakes are obsessed with all that frothy goodness, it's worth noting they were originally brewing up alcohol. Okay, so maybe that just raises more questions about Digimon getting hammered, but still, hard to believe we nearly had a digital booze up.
Drink up, then it's nighty-night for all of you. It'll be nighty-night for me.
Number 9, Gun to the Face, Digimon Adventure 02.
Don't worry, Matt. We'll even the odds. That's what I'm afraid of. Wait until those guards get a good look at you and Wormmon.
As the Digi-Destined embark on a world tour, they endeavour to aid their fellow Chosen Ones from the enemy Digimon, whilst trying to prevent any international incidents.
How dumb do you think I am? You little punks just want to get in there and tag the ruins. Tag the ruins? Huh? Now get out of here. Go home.
A trip down to Mexico almost saw the end of Ken and Matt, where after being caught by a guard while trying to sneak into a temple, had a gun drawn on them, the kind where you have to ask yourself if you're feeling lucky.
Ooh.
Alright, I'm in alright.
Well, like a pair of punks, the two dash away before getting dropped then and there.
Call me a punk.
Number 8, Citramon, Digimon Data Squad. Okay, so they won't let kids see guns. Makes sense, right? But how about bombs? Well, turns out they went to even greater lengths to censor those. In this episode, the Data Squad is confronted by Bomber Nanimon, a giant sentient bomb. They decided the best way around this was to turn him into a much more child-friendly orange.
Prepare to get juiced.
I remember that one.
Named Citramon, this bad boy traded in his explosives for citrus fruits, which he chucked at the team. It's the type of censorship you wouldn't believe unless you saw it.
And even juicier than before. Phil, the gun is in my hand.
Sorry, I'll make it next time.
Find the gun.
Number 7, no kisses allowed. Digimon Tamers.
いつまで寝てんのよおはよう
Accidental kisses between two characters of the same gender? Nowhere to be found here. Move along.
I remember that one.
In spite of this little interaction being
They kept that because it was Fox Kids.
Following Kazu and Kenta falling on top of each other, the scene was removed completely in the dub.
If
No, it
they ever
wasn't.
do get a Digimon, they might as well just go and order them to jump off a bridge. Well, it's about time.
It's the furthest thing from gratuitous, and while its absence doesn't exactly take away anything from the grand design of what amounted to a filler episode, it's nonetheless interesting to see where the mind of the execs were at the time.
And don't yell at us like you're our teacher or something. Yeah, right.
Number 6, no Buddhism. Digimon Adventure.
I once saw a show about this Roman physicist. He believed that repeating a phrase helps you focus mind over matter.
Remember that scene where Joe took on a giant Bakemon and made it lose its power thanks to a chant about mind over matter? Yeah, kind of weird when you look back on it.
Bakamon lose your power. Bakamon lose your power. Bakamon lose your power.
Turns out this was an addition to the dub's part, since in the original, he was actually using a Buddhist mantra to undo the ghost Digimon's power. Not only does it make way more sense given the context, but casts the change in a poor light. Were they afraid about kids being exposed to another religion? Number 5. That's not a toy. Digimon Adventure.
This was always good for a few laughs.
Master! Yes, that's very entertaining, Lord Puppetmon, but
Guess firearms were a big problem back in the early days of Digimon. As one of the Dark Masters, Puppetmon was already a little messed up in the head, but toss in this now deleted scene, and his idea of playtime becomes a whole lot more dangerous.
You know, Kiwimon, this isn't as much fun as I thought it would be. I should just destroy them all.
Going through his toy box, Puppetmon at one point pulls out what appears to be a real-life gun, before loading it up with fresh ammo. Does the digital world have a gun crime crisis that we've been kept in the dark about?
I can outsmart him. How boring. I'm not having any fun at all. What?
Number 4. Zoe's outfits. Digimon Frontier.
Now in this one, I'd look like a race queen. The stripes are nice, but white is so boring.
While we're not saying Digimon can't have the occasional implied innuendo, perhaps the creators might want to be careful with who they choose to do said innuendoing.
Zoe, what's wrong? Are you okay?
In this instance, we've got Zoe, who, whilst going through a brand new wardrobe at a digital resort, shows off her figure in everything from a bathing suit to a full-on bikini. Hell, if she hadn't noticed that Touganmon was peeping on her, she would have ended up flashing the audience. Given her actual age, this would have been a bit of a problem, so they completely took out the
They're about 12 years old. About 12 to 15 years old in the series.
more racy outfit. Maybe censoring was the best option here.
Next. Hey, Bella, but not much there. Now this one's no.
Upgrade to watch videos without ads breaking your focus. Try our student plan free for 1 month.
Nice.
Number 3, Cousin. Digimon Adventure.
Okay.
いらっしゃい。
Don't know this one.
Don't get in cars with strangers. It's a valuable lesson to teach kids, and obviously something the show wanted to enforce. While trying to hitchhike to their next destination back in the real world, the Digi-Destined luckily managed to catch the attention of Sora's cousin. Convenient, right?
Sora?
It's my cousin. Hi, Wayne. Yeah. Yay! All right.
Just one problem. In the original Japanese, that wasn't her cousin. It was a random stranger who gave them a lift because he found Sora and Mimi too cute to resist. Yeah, not sure how we feel about that one.
やった、OK だ。ちょろいぜ。
Number 2, Mervamon. Digimon Fusion.
なんだこいつ、邪魔をするな。
Finally, we come to the pinnacle of Digimon censorship, at least when it comes to dramatically downgrading a character's sex appeal. We can only imagine what the studio's reaction was when they took a gander at Nervamon, tall, Amazonian, busty as hell, with an outfit that gives away way more camel tomon than expected.
やっと取り戻せたな、ベネ。私もお前についてきた甲斐があった。
ありがとう、メルバモン。
The censor machine went into overdrive here. While they couldn't take away all her ravenous features, they did do their darndest to cover it up, either by adding more layers, erasing curves, and doing whatever necessary to bring the sexy factor as close to 0 as possible.
You helped me make amends with my brother, and I'm glad I could finally return the favor.
Thanks. When we help each other, we all grow
I don't know
stronger.
this part.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Apocalypse. Digimon
him.
Adventure.
私を醜いと思うか。
They may not have have changed his appearance, but what the dub did to this final boss was nothing short of character assassination. In case you weren't aware, Pokemon was originally meant to be a figure of terror, a monster straight out of your nightmares. It screams, the way he carved up his own body, it was terrifying. So much so that the dub dialed it back all the way into the negatives by making him a laughingstock.
Wait a minute, what am I laughing at? I'm supposed to be depressed!
Running on hot and cold water, jealous of humanity, always being left with the crust and never the pizza, this was just painful to watch.
Answer me this! Why do all of you get the pizza while I get the crust?
I can't take all these metaphors.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Watch Mojo.